Hi folks, welcome back to MetaBox Tutorials. In this video, I'll show you how to filter posts by relationship with the help of MB Views from MetaBox. Assuming that we're building an internal company portal with training documents, each document is linked to a department. When employees in different departments log in, they should only see the documents assigned to their department, as you can see here. Normally, you might filter posts by taxonomy or by a custom field value. We have had tutorials on that. They work fine in many cases. But here, we'll filter based on relationships between posts. This approach is different and can be applied to a variety of scenarios. And in this tutorial, let me show you how MB Views can restrict and display posts exactly as needed. We'll use the default WordPress posts for the learning materials and a separate custom post type for departments. Each post will connect to one or more departments using a MetaBox relationship. To add the user into a department, I use custom field for user. So, you just need MetaBox all-in-one. It gives you framework and all the necessary extensions in one package without having to install each separately. These are the extensions you may want to activate. MB admin columns to display related information neatly in the admin panel. MB custom post type to create the custom post type for departments. MB relationships to create the relationship between material posts and departments. MB user meta to add the custom field for selecting a work department in each user profile. MB views to create the template for displaying the posts belonging to the logged-in user's department only. MB Builder to visually create the custom field for the user without writing code. Now, let's go step by step. Go to MetaBox, Post Types, to create a new custom post type for the departments. After publishing, you'll see the created custom post type right here. You can see some departments I created as posts here. Since we want to show document based on the department, we need to create a relationship between them. Go to MetaBox, Relationships, then create a new one. We have the from and to sections here. Because we're setting the relationship between the default post and a custom post type, set the object type as post in both sections. The relationship is bidirectional. In the from section, I set the default posts, and the rest will be department post type. Pay attention to this setting. It's available when you activate the MB admin columns extension. If you check it, there'll be a column in the dashboard to show which departments are related to learning material like this. Do the same with the to section. Select department for the post type. You can also enable the admin column here if you want. After publishing, go to the post editor. You can see a relationship section here. In the admin dashboard, there is an additional column that shows the relationship we set. To define a specific department for each user, we'll use user meta. It means adding a custom field for the user. Now go to Meta Box, Custom Fields, and create a new field group. We already have departments of the created post type, so add a post field and in the post types options, select the exact post type. This will allow us to assign the correct department to each user. Next, switch to the Settings tab and set the location to User. As a result, in the User Profile Editing screen, and you'll see the created field here. Simply select the department to assign the user to it. At this point, every user is now placed into their respective department. We'll display all the documentation on an archive page first, then adding a filter to show only those from a specific department will be done later. We need to have a new page that contains all the posts. Now, I'll use MB Views to create a template for displaying documentation. Navigate to Meta Box, Views, and create a new one. In the Template tab, let's add code or insert fields to show posts and their details. This is already quite familiar in many of our tutorials. This is to declare that we'll get all of the posts from the post type that has this slug. I use this function to get posts. Since there are many learning materials, we need a loop here. Inside this loop, retrieve the document details you want to show. In my case, I'll get data like this, including the featured image, title, the related department, and the published date. Most of them are basic data except for the department, which has been set via a relationship, and we need to handle it a bit. So I add this part of code. It is used to retrieve the post from this post type that is connected to the recent post through the post ID. This is the ID of the relationship we created. The retrieved department is saved in this variable. Now simply get the data you want to display. We highly recommend that you use this button. Then, your work is basically inserting fields by clicking them from the drop-down list in the right panel. MB Views also supports you to choose the size or output of some special fields. A documentation can be assigned to more than one department, so I have a nested loop here for the variable we have had. I just get the department name, post title. After inserting all the field you want to get data from, move down to the Settings section to apply this template for the page that we created before. I set the type as singular, then choose the page. Now, view the page on the front end. You can see all the data is displayed, including the department. To make it more beautiful, go back to the template. I'm adding some div tags and classes. and move to the CSS tab to add some code for styling. This is the new look of the page I have. You can click on a post to read its content. Our aim is only showing posts that belong to the logged in users department. In the template that was created, I add some code. This meta box function checks whether the current user is logged in. This checks whether the user has a department value to run the code below. Because in the case that the user logged in but doesn't have a department, such as admin or founder, he can see all the posts of departments. In the case that the user is assigned to a specific department, this code will be take the department title and store it in this variable. Next, I use these lines to compare the user's department with the post's related departments. The logic is to loop through all posts from this variable. This is the post's related departments, and this is the user's department. If they are matches, the documentation will be shown. It means the post will only be shown if the user belongs to the same department. That's done. Now let's check it on the front end. Davis as a developer. So when he log in, he can read this documentation. They are from the development department. Try switching to a marketer. It also works well. That's the end of today's tutorial. If you want to learn more about how to play around with MetaBox and custom fields, custom post types, and front-end forms, please watch other tutorials on this channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye.